let him see. Let's see. I'm the daddy. I want to be the daddy of the heavyweight division and, keep plowing forward through these guys.
Honestly, speaking from the bottom of my heart, aside from belts and aside from it being him, I'm just ready to fight.
Let's go. Let's go.
Take disrespect lightly, Dan.
It's good.
Dan, don't take disrespect lightly, Don't sit on the table telling me we can go now and do all of this and that and try to call me out.
Right, can we call that a cut?
Yeah, we will.
Good. Are these coming off now, these mics?
Yeah.
Sorry, Daniel, but Joshua just set you up. He just got to you. He touched the nerve and you fell for it. Even though this was a setup to sell tickets. I like the bit at the end when Frank says,
Right, can we call that a cut?
Yeah, we will.
Good. Are these coming off now, these mics?
right, can we call that a cut? Take this mic off. It sounded like a take in a film scene when the producer says cut and print and well done, boys. You done well. Good acting. Hello folks, welcome to the channel or welcome back to the channel. Before I start, I like to put the record straight, saying I got nothing against Daniel Dubois. In fact, I made a few videos about Daniel Dubois where I praised him. But when I heard Daniel Dubois is going to fight Anthony Joshua, I had to come out and do another video. Especially when I heard Daniel Dubois is this, Daniel Dubois is that, Daniel Dubois is going to do this, Daniel Dubois is going to do that. And they say Daniel Dubois is the hardest puncher in the heavyweight division. The list goes on. But in reality, Daniel Dubois isn't going to do anything to Anthony Joshua. The moment Daniel Dubois steps into the ring to fight Anthony Joshua, his legs will turn to jelly. His knees will knock together. Just like when Michael Spinks faced Mike Tyson. All that trash talk, all that hype, and for what? The same thing will happen to Dubois. Let's be real. Dubois is a young gun compared to Joshua. Anthony Joshua has more experience in the ring and has a better record. Deep down, Daniel Dubois knows what Joshua is capable of, and he's worried. He probably respects Joshua too much as a fighter. All this talk about Daniel knocking out Joshua is just promoters hoping to sell the tickets. Dubois' followers are hoping for a miracle. But let's be honest, there's no way Daniel beats Joshua, and here is why. It's like someone talking tough behind another person's back, only to choke when confronted, or freeze when they come face to fight. Who has Daniel really beat? He couldn't even knock out that Jarrell Miller, who was particularly a punching bag, 400-pound plus air balloon. The ref had to stop the fight because Miller couldn't even lift his hands to defend himself. Miller was particularly begging the ref to stop the fight with his eyes. He was gasping to get oxygen into his lungs. Miller was antic for Daniel to boost his confidence. And then there was Filip Ergovic, another hyped-up heavyweight who fought Zhilei Zhang, a 40-year-old way past his prime Chinese boxer. When Daniel fought Hergovic, no one told Hergovic that if he won, he might get the IBF belt, like Dubois has in order to entice Joshua to fight him, which he waited over a year to fight for. I'm talking about Hergovic waiting Usyk to fight him. He took Daniel for granted and lost. Hergovic wasn't even in the fight. His mind was elsewhere. Maybe he was paid to lose because he was missing shots and ran out of gas. There was no real Hergovic in that ring that fought Zhang. It was just someone turning up to get beat, get paid, and go home. And suddenly Daniel Dubois is the best thing since the sliced bread. A world beater? I don't think so. This was a set-up fight, and this is a set-up fight as well. I believe they didn't want Hergovic to win because Hergovic would have been too dangerous for Anthony Joshua. And here is why Daniel Dubois versus Anthony Joshua will sell a lot of tickets. Turkey Al-Sheikh knows how to make money. He wouldn't sell as many tickets or pay-per-view if anyone else fought Anthony Joshua. You might say Tyson Fury, but you can't put Fury against Joshua because Fury is contracted to fight Usyk, which Fury versus Usyk will generate millions. Turkey wants to take over British boxing as well. What better way than to match up two of the best British heavyweights right now, besides Tyson Fury? In my opinion, Tyson Fury is better than Joshua and Dubois. Parker and Zhang won't generate much interest in the UK. Parker's big in New Zealand, sure, but ticket sales will be less. Zhang in China, well, not as popular because they're more into martial arts. So what fits the plan? Daniel Dubois versus Anthony Joshua. That's what fits the plan. But Joshua won't fight without a carrot dangling from a stick. So what does Turkey do? He gets a carrot, or rather, buys it from Usyk, who is still the true IBF heavyweight champion. Until someone beats Usyk, he holds the title, and Usyk is still the champion. Who are they kidding? Saying Dubois is the champ. Usyk beat him once, and that was including all the other belts when he beat him. If this wasn't favoritism, I don't know what it is. And then they tried to promote the fight and make it more convincing by having a face-off to try and spruce it up more and do a bit of trash talk, calling each other out. No one can do this trash talk better than Tyson Fury, so they failed miserably to try and impress. Joshua saying, I will hit you with a chair, and Daniel feeling confident saying, let's go now, let's go now. But I'm surprised he didn't say, I'm the daddy. What Turkey is doing is like giving candy to kids so they can perform for him. All the promoters are his puppets because so much money is involved with Turkey's promotions. Even the ones who only fought a few times coming out trash talking how they can beat the top ranked boxers just to get a piece of that Turkey's cherry pie topped with cream. And when they do fight top rated boxers, they fail miserably. Here is a quick prediction. Anthony Joshua will beat Daniel, either by stoppage or a knockout. Either way, Joshua wins. Daniel is too stiff on upper body and fast like Frank Bruno. His defense will let him down. He will be too open for Joshua's fast jabs and backhand. When Daniel tries to jab Joshua, he will be open for Joshua to get those solid jabs. And if Joshua gets through with his backhand, it's good enough for Mr. Daniel Dubois. Daniel even gets knocked down with a jab. So how will he fare with a Joshua's backhand if it lands right on the chin or side of the head of Dubois? Okay, so has Joshua got weak chin or head as well. But Joshua is more intelligent fighter and will figure out Daniel after a few rounds. This fight won't go the distance. It's a set-up fight for Joshua to go for the other titles. He can't lose. If he does, he will be known as the most hyped up boxer of the last 20 years. Daniel Dubois is young, has more time, and he's been told he'll get another opportunity next year. Well, that's my theory, that's my thought. We'll do a proper prediction near the time. So, will Joshua win or will Dubois be the daddy? What's your theory? Any comments? Leave them below. Hit the like and subscribe if you like this content. See you next time, folks. Like always, thank you for watching.